Right, hello and welcome. So we are going over the current week's weekly challenges in Gran Turismo 7. So we have 5 events to complete, 3 rewards to claim, 2 of which are credit tickets, which is one for 100,000, the second is 200,000, and lastly we have a 6-star roulette ticket. So with that being said, some good prizes to win and some pretty interesting events. So first up, we have a European Sunday Cup 500. So you need a vehicle around the 500 performance points mark to be competitive in this event. So my vehicle of choice was an engine swap Ferrari F40. Yes, I know, a bit overkill, but hey, I haven't driven a car in quite some time and I thought it would be fun to take it out. So this car absolutely demolished the opponents, and we see that we completed this event in under 3 minutes, just over the 2-minute 45-second mark after completing 2 laps. Depending on what vehicle you use, it can be a very quick event, or you can actually go into something a bit lower in the performance points rating and actually just enjoy a competitive event. But overall, after completing this event, that guaranteed my 100,000 credit tickets. So for the second event, we see a special event. So we have a 1-make race using the Alpine A110 around Catalonia GP layout. So quite a bit of a big circuit. Now with your Alpine A110, you can just purchase one and fully upgrade it, and you are gonna have a competitive vehicle. Now I had a bit of an advantage because my Alpine A110 came already equipped with a 1000+ horsepower Nissan R35 GTR engine swapped into it. So it was more of a challenge to just keep the car going straight than actually racing against the opponents. But overall, this was a bit of a longer event, as it took me 7 minutes to complete this event, which is quite long for a second event. So with that being said, this event was honestly fun. It's good to actually get a event to highlight a specific vehicle and get players to use it. So I really enjoyed my time using the Alpine A110 around the circuit. So with that being said, that was the second event complete. For the third event, we find ourselves heading on over to Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta, because we are going to be participating in an American FR Challenge 550. So this event is 3 laps, and you honestly have such a wide variety of choices when it comes to what you can use. Just like the European Sunday Cup, this also just gives you the 550 performance points mark as a reference for what vehicle you need to be competitive. And for me, I jumped into a Bugatti Veyron swap Corvette, and I struggled. No, not against the AI. No, I absolutely demolished him within the first lap. The issue was just keeping this vehicle in line. Yes, having well over 1000 horsepower in a very lightweight rear-wheel drive Corvette is not the easiest thing to actually keep a hold of, because before you know it, the vehicle wants to be pushing almost 400 kilometers per hour and you're coming up to a corner. So you really have to change the way you think when driving this vehicle. But overall, I then tried it in a standard, very down to earth, more realistic vehicle, and the event was quite fun, because when I actually used a vehicle closer to performance points racing, you could really feel the challenge, and it gave you a sense of, okay, look, I need to push as hard as possible because I need to make my overtakes. I need to get ahead as soon as possible, because 3 laps around Road Atlanta is not very long, especially if your vehicle is mainly focused on straight line speed. Yeah, the corners are really gonna kill you around the circuit, so you have to find a vehicle with the perfect balance. So it's really up to you what you choose. For the 4th event, we see ourselves jumping into a Ferrari circuit challenge. This is around Lago Maggiore. Now the issue I have with this event is we've actually recently had this event in a previous weekly challenge. So I would have preferred one of the other Ferrari circuit challenges instead of this one. But look, I won't complain. My vehicle of choice when it comes to a Ferrari Circuit Challenge is the Ferrari 308 GTB. A fantastic vehicle that I think a lot of people just don't appreciate, because this Ferrari, yes, it may be old, it's not anything new, it's nothing really flashy, but it is really fast and it has great handling, great acceleration, great braking, and is overall a fantastic vehicle that any chance I get I will happily jump into it. And it's so fun actually just being able to catch up and overtake brand new Ferraris on the hardest difficulty, in fact, in this Ferrari 308 GTB. It sits perfectly at this performance racing cap, and it's overall a fun driving experience, showing you that you don't need to have the most expensive, the fastest, the latest Ferrari to be extremely competitive and come out in first place. So the Ferrari 308 GTB, absolutely just a fun vehicle, and if you haven't tried it out, I best believe you should. So this event actually took me a total of just over 10 minutes, so a bit more of a lengthy event, but you don't really feel it when you're actually just enjoying the event. And lastly, we have a WTC 800 around Le Mans. Now, this is an event I have never done before, simply because it doesn't pay as much as a WTC 700 around Le Mans, so I never really saw the points of this event. So for this event, because now it is mandatory to actually try it out, well, I jumped into the Nissan R92 CP with the 800 performance point tune and just let the vehicle run. And when I tell you, this vehicle is so good. I did a no-stop run. I was setting lap times under the 4-minute mark. It's just the perfect Le Mans vehicle. I mean, it's a Le Mans racer. Of course, it's gonna be at Le Mans. So this vehicle, honestly, any classic Le Mans racer that you can get under the 800 performance points mark, try it out. Don't try and stick to your generic GT3 vehicles. Yes, understand, they can get the win, but it's a lot easier to just jump into a Group 1 vehicle, detune it and go for it, because you just have such an advantage with fuel consumption, top speed, and overall it just makes a better choice for the event and makes it a lot easier. But if you are looking for a challenge, by all means, you jump into whatever vehicle you feel is competitive and just have fun, because that's the main thing about this game. You gotta remember, it's a game that's meant to be fun. So overall, this week's weekly challenges, there was nothing that really grabbed me or made me think, you know what, I need to play this again. I need to go and really try it out. I think we were spoiled with last week's weekly challenge, that's all Japanese championship. I dream of that event. It was so good, and honestly, none of these events made me think, you know what, I need to try the event out again. I need to go back to it. They're fun, don't get me wrong, but frankly, it's nothing that I'll be like, okay, I don't want that event to go. So with that being said, this is this week's weekly challenges left. This is this week's weekly challenges in Gran Turismo 7. Let me know your thoughts on these events in the comment section down below, and what vehicles you use for them. So with those being said, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.